Hey everyone, it's Charmin Crafty Girl 5146, and today I want to share some things. I actually have made some stuff in the past couple of days, and normally my videos are all about hauls and shopping, and I can't seem to stop buying and start crafting, so I finally sat down at my craft desk and started to make some things. So the first thing I'm going to share are the lace flowers. I think I talked about in a previous video haul that I went out and bought the stuff to make them. I'll try and post the link below to the tutorial that I watched. But the first couple I made were in this pink lace color, and I'm pretty sure you can see that just fine. And then I use these, they're actually buttons, but they're really sparkly and pretty, and I got those at Hobby Lobby the other day. So they were pretty easy to make. This one here didn't come out as round as I thought it was, and then I made another one and it came out a little bit better. I've only made 3, so those were 2, and then the third one I actually have used, and this is the next thing I wanted to share. So this pink one, hopefully you can see that. It's got the, did I say pink? I meant yellow. Yellow lace, and then pink center, and then I clipped off the button here and hot glued it on top of another button, so it's actually, I think, a rose shape, white rose shape on top of a pink button on top of the lace flower. So this card I made for Beth at Beth's Scrapbook Room. She has a May and June challenge going on to send, I'm pretty sure, I need to rewatch her video because I'm pretty sure it's for the victims of the tornadoes that went through the South. I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. She's had various challenges probably the last 6 months to a year, so I always try and rewatch her videos to keep track of what she's doing, and I haven't done one of her challenges in a long time, so I wanted to try and make something for it. So I just used washi tape and, like I said, the flower, and then on the inside it says thinking of you, and I actually took another polka dot flower and cut it in half so that I could use it on both sides there, and then I stamped the thinking of you, cut it out, and then I used I don't know, it's 3-dimensional here, and then I put what's that called? Glossy accents around the edge there, so you can kind of, I don't know if you can kind of tell it's shiny there. And then I'm just going to sign it, so I'm going to send that to her. So those are the 2 smaller parts of my share. The last part is bigger. Over the last, I don't know how long it's been since I've started this project, I went to Disney World with my boyfriend's family, his parents and him, and we went in 2010, so this has been 4 years, and I have finally finished the major part of the album, and I want to share, I don't know that I'll go through the whole thing, but I'm probably going to share some of my more favorite pages. So give me just a second and I'll grab it. Alrighty, I'm back. I decided to go to a different camera so that I could get a better angle at the album here. But so this is the front of it. We bought this album in Walt Disney World, so this is really neat. I thought this album was really cool. So hopefully you can see. This is the very first page, and as you can tell, I had much shorter hair. I really like these kind of collage pages because it shows just a lot of different things all at once. And I did this in the end too, you'll see. So I'll probably go through the whole album, but I'll skip some of these pages. We celebrated Christmas before because we were actually in Disney during Christmas. We were there a couple of days before and then a couple of days after. So throughout the album, I try to incorporate some of these more interactive things. So this is actually, let me see if I can zoom in here. Sorry if it's shaky. This is actually the map of the hotel that we stayed in. It was a themed hotel, and it's called Pop Century Resort. And we stayed in the 70s area, so there was 50s, 60s, 70s, 90s, and I'm not sure where 80s went. Oh, there's 80s, 90s. So, and then this was our first night, and we went to downtown Disney. The first day that we were there, we went to Epcot, and if anybody's ever been to Epcot, there's a lot of different things to see. It's basically, you know, all different types of countries and cultures, and then they also have like an area where they have different fish and marine life. So this was a restaurant we went and ate at, and the menu, and as you can see, I kind of turned it, so this had food on it, but I just liked the Living Seas part that described it, and then I put our pictures at the restaurant. And I really like these pages. I spent a very long time punching all these holes and doing all these brads here. This was the American Adventure, so this was the kind of American English area. And then this was all the different areas, and like I said, around the world. This was, oh, I can't remember. I know this was Germany, this was China. I can't quite remember. I think that was Germany too. And then while we were there, we're country music fans, and Epcot was doing they had Trace Adkins, as you can see in my little journal here, narrated the Christmas story, and it was accompanied by I think a 50-piece orchestra, I said. So we were kind of disappointed that he didn't sing, but it was still kind of a cool experience to hear him narrate the story and listen to the orchestra play. The next day we went to Magic Kingdom, and that is probably the most popular park. Everybody kind of knows Walt Disney World for the castle, and I just thought the castle was so cool. As you can tell, I got a lot of pictures of the castle. And then I kind of did this as a table of contents, but more like table of attractions. So we had Adventureland, Frontierland, Liberty Square, Tomorrowland, and something I did was I took and kept all the maps from all the parks, and then when I went to sit down to scrapbook, I recalled more of where everything was, and you know, the different rides and stuff like that we went on to. And this was a pretty cool element. So this is a button. There's a picture here, and I think some glue got stuck. Hold on, let me see if I can't get it here. There we go. So I made this little slide picture. It took me a very long time to figure out how to do this. But so there's the second picture, and then you slide it back, and there's that picture. So another cool element that I added. This was Frontierland. There's Thunder Mountain, and this is the Tom Sawyer Island, and as you can tell, I copied this straight from something that they had on the island, and it just says, "Welcome if you like dark caves, mystery mines, bottomless pits, shaky bridges, and big rocks, you have come to the right, or the best place I know. So, but it's in, you know, kind of different. And then we went on the Liberty Square riverboat, and that was pretty cool. It kind of took you around the, probably, I guess it would be the center of the park, and you kind of got to see around the river. And so different things, different views from the river. And I really like this hand there. And then we went to Tomorrowland, and I think that's still in, yeah, that's still in Magic Kingdom. But that was the end of Magic Kingdom there. And then the next day we went to Hollywood Studios, and this was kind of different. You know, there wasn't very many rides per se, but it was a lot of, it was a lot of different special effects and props and different stuff that have been in different movies and so forth. We really liked the Lights Motors action stunt show. Sorry, I can't talk today. But they had all sorts of cars and motorcycles and different things and explosions and just all sorts of stuff. So that was a cool show to watch. And we got to meet the characters of Monsters, Inc. And they had a block party with just all sorts of different characters. Mr. Potato Head, and I can't remember from, I think, A Bug's Life or Ants, or I can't remember which show this, or which movie these characters are from, but. And then this was another cool, I don't know if you can see, that's my boyfriend, but this guy here, he claimed to be one of the stunt doubles for Indiana Jones. So I don't know if he really was or not, but I thought that was pretty cool. And they had another show kind of reenacting Indiana Jones and explosions and different stuff. So then, I think this was the next day, we went to Downtown Disney again, and it was kind of colder, so we didn't, I don't think we went to a park, or I'm not exactly sure why we didn't go to a park this day, but my boyfriend's mom and I, we went and picked out oysters, and I don't know, let's see, where are they at here? That was my pearl, and that was her pearl, and it was just so cool to get to pick one, and they were both different. They weren't the same, so, you know, these were live oysters, and the lady cracked them right in front of us, and then we had them set in rings, so I thought that was pretty neat. And then his parents had like little stockings and a Christmas tree delivered to us for Christmas, so that made Christmas even more special. You know, just the fact that we were in Disney made it special, but you know, having a Christmas tree and stuff made it even better. And here is Downtown Disney some more, just different pictures of different things there. And then that night we went back to Epcot, and as you can see, this is Italy. And the fireworks show was really, really, really awesome. I really liked the fireworks. And then the next day we went to the Animal Kingdom, and I think that the Animal Kingdom was probably one of my favorite parks, only because I love going to the zoo and seeing all the animals, and there was a lot of different areas where you could really see the animals even closer than what you would be able to at the zoo. So, I think this, what is this called? The Tree of Life or something like that. It's in one of those Disney movies. And this, I don't know if you can see. Maybe it'll, there, you can, it kind of focused in there. That lady right there is on stilts. and she was like camouflaged, and she came out, and it was just, and she moved super slow, and it was just so interesting to watch her. And it's obviously her job, but she was just so good at it. It was really cool. And they had lots of waterfalls and different stuff. And then they had this area, it was, I'm pretty sure it was surrounded by water, and it was full of monkeys, and we probably sat there for, or stood there for 30 to 45 minutes just watching these monkeys mess around. And then they did have one major ride. It was the Expedition Everest, and so it was themed, around, I'm pretty sure, I think that's Mount Everest, yeah, that would make sense. But it was a pretty fun roller coaster. And then these are one of my favorite pages here. These are bats, and look how close I got to get to this tiger right here. I mean, you would not be able to see that at the zoo. And see if I can zoom in there. See the tiger there and tiger there. I like this one because it looks like she's got a flower in her hair. And then this is actually a postcard, so we didn't get to see all these animals that close together, but there's a baby elephant, rhino, there's a lion, there's a giraffe, there's a glare, there's a hippo, another postcard, another elephant, some sort of cow. I know it's not a cow, but it's of that family. Some more giraffe, and then I think that's a wildebeest. And then we went to an area where there was fish, and more fish, pretty fish. And then the end. Like I said, I really like these collage pages because it just captures everything all in one page. So that is it. It's not the end of our trip. It's only the end of the 4 or 5 parks that we went to. We actually spent 2 or 3 more days in Orlando, and we went and saw some other things, and then went to the beach. So that'll be my next big project, and I'll hopefully be able to share that pretty soon. But for now, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and thanks for watching.